Hello, good afternoon, everyone all over the globe, wherever you're watching me from. Good morning, good evening. I welcome you once again to this live broadcast. Hope you had a nice day so far, and I pray you will have a very nice day at the end of today, wherever you're watching me from. I'm Chukwuka Okeke, broadcasting from Nigeria. I have, well, I wouldn't say something different, but something a bit um, away from how I usually would start. And it is something that we really need to focus very seriously on. Quite a number of TBCs are still not aligned, with what is happening within our community, our TBC community. Well, I believe that with what I will be sharing with us, I think I touched a bit on it recently, but I'm going to speak more strongly today on what I titled the how to change a negative mindset to a positive mindset within our community, within the TBC community. Quite a number of people, from my interactions, from the feedback I get, people are still not attuned, aligned with the current happenings within the TBC community. Meanwhile, we ought to be speaking with one voice, with one mind, with one understanding, with unity of purpose. That's what TBC admin expects to see within TBC community, especially after he had worked so hard to put a system together. You agree with me, at least majority of TBCs, that we have a new system that TBC admin have put together. And I believe he did that because, he had watched carefully and consistently to observe that, there are some disjointments here and there as to what the community ought to be doing at this time of our development. After 2.5 years of launch, over 2.5 years of the launch of TBC, we ought to have a system that is running smoothly. And we do have that is running smoothly. But then, are we all aligned to this system that TBC admin had put in place, so that we remain focused on where we are going? Because distractions at this point in time will delay our journey. And we don't need any delays. Honestly, we do not need any delays. We need to move as fast as we can. As a matter of fact, at the speed of light. So that's what we ought to be doing, but not to be dragged back again by some kind of distractions of some of TBC members that are still not following the system. Yeah, there were challenges, like I've always said in some of my previous videos. But we had overcome those challenges. Because challenges, you will agree with me, they are part of life. As you are dealing with one, another rears its head up. As you are dealing with that one, another one comes up. But such is life. And we have to deal with them and move forward. Okay? We must not allow any challenge or challenges to, constitute a stumbling block to where we are headed. No, no, no. That's why we are all leaders in our own rights. Okay, so if we continue to, get distracted by banks and exchanges and cash out, cash in, it's living in the yesteryears. We have moved on. We have moved on. Going by the well-documented TBC system that is right now in operation within our community, within TBC community. So we don't need to be going back and forth anymore, because we know where we are headed. And we are on that journey right now. And there's no going back. It's forward ever, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. That's the situation we are in right now. And we are happy, we are joyous about it, because we are now speaking with one voice. So please, let no one come and distract us. What everyone should be doing, every leader, every broadcaster, at this point in time, what we should be doing is to focus on learning the TBC system. We already know what it is. It's well documented. Step by step. About 23 steps. Okay? Within that document. So, these 23 steps levels out every form of distractions. Because when we learn the system of TBC, when we follow it and do it, when we teach others that are yet grappling with understanding the exact workings, when we bring people in, okay, and show them the way to cash flow coaching, we bring them in, okay, like the traffic executive, okay, bring them in and then direct them, okay. That's what the traffic director does, okay. Come this way and then move that way, so that there won't be chaos, so that there won't be confusion on the highway. I hope, we are catching it, because as far as I'm concerned, it's so simple to understand. And therefore, we have to understand it. Bring people in and show them the way to cash flow coaching, so that they will be taught system. They will be taught how to cash flow on daily basis. That way, everyone is on the same pedestal, working towards achieving our ultimate goal. So let us, keep this in mind. Let us practice it. And you find out that as we are all doing the same thing, the tens of thousands of broadcasters all over the globe, as we all focus doing the same thing, confusion within our community is eliminated totally. Chaos eliminated totally. Lack of understanding eliminated totally, because we are doing the right things and we are getting the right results. I hope we're on the same page, even at this point in time. I also know that a lot of people do not know what TBC system is, even as I speak. But I will go to the blog to show us what TBC system is. So at least when TBCians are discussing and mentioning TBC system, at least one will understand that. One will know what the TBC system is in the first place, before you start learning it, before you start doing it, before you start teaching it. Yeah, you've got to know at least what the TBC system is. So I will show us when I share my screen what TBC system is. I hope we're excited so far, because this is a very vital information for every one of us within the TBC community. Very vital. Because if we miss it, we miss everything. What I have said so far is very vital for every TBCian. Because when you know where you're going, the journey is less difficult. But if you don't know where you're headed, then you may not even take off. Or even if you do, you end up missing your way. And that means you will never get there. So please and please, this is very, very important for everyone listening to me right now. Before I go to share my screen, I want to remind us, every TBC, today is Monday, okay? 17th of September. And we all know what happens on Mondays. It's our English Send Button meeting. Comes up every Monday. And Randy Wilson, one of the TBC leaders, as usual, will be hosting the meeting. But you need to know this as well, that if your send button, if you are a TBC and your send button is not turned on yet, you are not eligible to attend that meeting. If your send button is not turned on yet, you are not invited. You are not to attend the send button meetings. And also, if your send button is turned on, please and please don't send that link to anyone at all whose send button is not turned on yet. This is a definite instruction from TBC admin. And if anyone is caught flouting that instruction, you'll be in trouble, serious trouble with the TBC commissioner. So you don't want to get into any kind of trouble with the commissioner. All right? So that is that. Let me quickly go and show us. I will share my screen now to okay, so after sharing the screen, I'll come back and round off. Remember what I'm sharing with us. Okay? Remember the topic. All right. Okay. Let me go and share my screen just a moment. All right, we are there. Very quickly, let's just see what is on the blog. Okay, I just told us about the English send button meeting, which starts soon. That's soon. Okay, so keep an eye on it and make sure you attend if your send button is turned on. Okay. The next thing on the blog, even though that's not what I wanted to do, what is the meaning of the video, Trumpaland? So a video is an article. You go to your blog. Remember, you need to be studying your blog daily. So go to your blog daily so you can see updates and see new posts, so you can keep yourself educated and updated about it is within TBC community. Okay. Alignment is everything right now in TBC. In fact, that is also related to what I'm discussing with us. Or maybe we can go, I don't know, I think my time is what. Let's see if we can. No, let me show us what, I'll probably discuss this. Um, I'll probably discuss, this alignment. I will show us this video at some other time, my broadcast. Okay. So, but very quickly, here is what I want to show us. These steps to a fast start in the TBC community. Steps to a fast start in the TBC community. It's a poster, both poster and article. This is the poster, and the article is below the poster. Okay, and it starts by saying this fast start cash income, a great way to earn an uncapped amount of additional income, a great way to earn an unlimited amount of additional income. Okay, that's what the poster says, and that's what it is. This is the TBC system. Okay, this is what the TBC system is all about. These are 23 steps. Okay, which starts with receiving the gift. You receive the gift, that's where it starts. Okay, and on and on and on, 23 steps, all in all. Okay, that is what TBC system is. Here are, the 23 steps that make up the TBC system. Okay, so when you hear TBC system, here is what it is. And step by step, you are to follow, or we are to follow these steps and finish them all. Okay, we are to do them all. We are to do them all. We are to learn it, we are to do it, and we are to teach it. Okay, and embedded within this system is the cash flow coaching that I was telling us about moments ago. Okay, cash flow coaching is here because if you do not properly understand the system of TBC, you can't really be effective. You'll be frustrated, okay, with the activities. And that's why is the focal point. That is what everyone should concentrate on now, to understand this system very well. And thank God we have a cash flow coaching that is going on. I mean, Randy Wilson is championing that cash flow coaching. And there are testimonies. People are testifying every single day of how cash flow coaching has changed their whole mentality, their mindset about TBC and its activities. So this is what will change your mindset from negative to positive. This TBC system. And you can, it's absolutely important and necessary for everyone within TBC community, both existing and new members, to ensure that they attend the cash flow coaching. Randy Wilson started it, he's still ongoing, and then there are some other leaders, broadcasters, that have also started theirs. Okay? They have also started theirs. They are coaching. So you quickly, attend the cash flow coaching so you can learn in detail all that is here, and then how you are going to implement them in order for you to begin to cash flow on a daily basis, in order for you to begin to earn income daily. And you see, there are various levels of earnings. Okay? There are various levels of earnings. It depends on your knowledge. It depends on how serious, let me put it that way, you are. If you want to earn more, then you work more. That's the way it goes. If you want more earnings, then work more. In fact, the levels of income moves from $100 daily up to a point where you will be earning up to $5,000 daily. We have about 6 steps of how you can progressively earn within the TBC community. It's happening, but it starts with the coaching. As soon as you sign up, focus on the cash flow coaching. All right? Focus on the cash flow coaching so that you can learn all you need to learn, prepare yourself before you begin to earn. Because you've got to teach others what you have also learned. You've also got to show them the way that they too ought to attend the cash flow coaching so that they can begin to cash flow as well and get to a point where they will begin to earn up to $5,000 daily. Okay? That is the essence of the system of TBC, where everyone will understand that there is a system to be followed. There's a system to be complied with. And of course, okay, I will stop sharing I won't be able, I just wanted to show you what TBC system is. Okay? Another time I will now discuss them one by one. However, you can plug in, okay, into your blog. See, the last item that you need to follow, you need to do, you need to learn is to study the blog daily. It is part of the system. That's the last item on the system, on TBC system. Study the blog daily, because right there in the blog is the authentic information about everything that concerns TBC that you ought to know. The vision, the mission, the activities within TBC community. You need to know all of that for you to be effective, for you to be an ambassador, effective ambassador of TBC, for you to be an effective change agent within TBC community. You have to understand very well what's on the blog. You have to educate yourself. You have to learn what is there. However, if you have done all this and you still have questions, I'm a broadcaster, I'm a coach. Ask me any questions. Okay? I will help you. I've offered myself already, like I will always say, to help people. All right? So let me stop so I can quickly round up broadcasts. Okay? All right? So you're welcome back. So I've just shown us what TBC system is. You can't have it too. There are no two systems. So if anyone is showing you something different from what I have just showed you, then it is not TBC system. It's as simple as that. All right. So, like I was saying, if you have any issues after you've gone to the blog to study the system, If you have any issues, you don't understand anything there, get in touch with me. I'm one of TBC leaders. I'm a broadcaster. I'm a coach. I will help you. I've offered myself to help you to understand how to navigate within TBC community, so you will be able to benefit all that has been set for everyone to benefit from within TBC community. Okay, so that is it. When you go below my video, go to the description area, you will see all my details on how you can contact me. Contact me very quickly and I will help you. I will teach you, I will coach you, I will mentor you, just to ensure that you are in alignment with TBC community, with TBC system. All right? So I'm going to end in there for today. I do this every day. So I thank you for joining me today. Thank you, because you left everything that you ought to have been doing to listen to this, to watch this video session. I thank you so very much. I'm not taking it for granted. I invite you to join me every single day, because I do this every single day, so I can bring to us another exciting topic I will share. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Bye now. God bless you. Thank you.